Now, class, we're about to start page 278. It says, use the stock listing for Walmart to answer questions 1 through 10. It says, what is the ticker symbol you use to look up stock quotes for Walmart? So this right here in the parentheses is your ticker symbol. So it'll be capital W, capital M, capital T. Now it says, what was the highest and lowest price that the stock sold for during the last 52 weeks? So we look at the 52-week range. The lowest is always first, and the highest amount, so this is the lowest, and the highest amount would be second, which is $90.97. Okay, now we go down here to number 3. It says, what was the amount of the dividend per share that the company paid last year? Now, if we look at dividend and yield, the dividend per share was $1.96. If you own 682 shares, how much in dividends did you make last year? So you would take 682 and multiply it by $1.96. And that would give you $1,336.72. Now, number 5. It says, how many shares were traded yesterday? Okay, so now, if we look here for the shares traded yesterday, we look here at the volume. This volume, they cannot tell you the current volume, so they give you the volume from the previous day. So it'll be 5,296,196 shares were traded yesterday. Okay, number 6, what was the closing price of the stock yesterday? We look here at the previous close. The previous close here was $60.83. Okay, now we go on to the next page. Problem number 7. It says find the annual earnings per share. Okay, so now if we look here for the annual earnings per share, we know that that is EPS, earnings per share, which is $4.67. Now, we go on to number 8. It says if you purchase 842 shares of Walmart stock at $60.67 per share, and the broker's commission is 2%, find the total cost of your purchase. So now we would take 842 and multiply by the $60.67, and that would give us $51,084.14. Now we have to multiply that value by the commission, which would be 2%, and we want to know the total amount, so we will multiply by 1.2% to add in this amount to how much the commission would be. So you will pay a total of $52,105.82. So that would be your total cost. Now number 9, it says use the information in the table. Do a calculation to confirm that the price over earnings ratio is correct as listed. So we have price over earnings ratio. And we know that is the current market price all over the annual earnings purchase, or per share, I'm sorry. It's per share. Okay, so if we look here, the current market price is $60.75. The annual earnings per share, which is $4.67. And we would divide them and get 13.01. And that is our final answer. Okay, now 10. Based on the information in the table below, do you think Home Depot stock was a better buy than Walmart at that point? Justify your response. And I will go probably. And the reason being is it has a higher earnings per share. Because we could look here, the earnings per share is $5.33, and a much higher price over earnings ratio. We look at the price over earnings ratio is 24.89. So yes, it seems as though Home Depot is the better buy. Okay, now we move on over to problem 11. And we're supposed to go up to problem 12. It says 11. Compare the two investments below and decide which would have been the better choice and why. Investment 1. We have $10,000 was invested in a 24-month CD that earned 5.1% annual interest compounded monthly. Investment 2. 1,400 shares of stock in the Liebherr Aviation Company were bought at $7.11 per share using a brokerage with a 0.75% commission rate on both buying and selling stock. Over the 2 years the stock was held, it paid a dividend of 48 cents per share in the first year and 36 cents per share in the second year. The stock was sold through the same brokerage for $7.95 per share. Okay, investment 1. We have A is equal to 10,000, because we're doing future value here. 10,000 times 1 plus 0.051 all over 12 to the 2 times 12 power, which we know would be 24. So that would give us $11,071.44. And now we will have to take that $11,071.44 and subtract the initial $10,000 investment, which would give us $1,071.44 in profit. Okay, that's investment 1, which was the 24-month CD. Now, we're going to do investment 2. Now, with investment 2, we have $1,400 shares that we paid $7.11 for, which gave us a cost of $9,954. Now we would take that $9,954 and multiply it by the 0.75% commission, which is 0.0075, and that would give us $74.66 we would pay here in commission. Next, the total investment would be $9,954 plus the $74.66, and then that would give us a total cost of $10,028.66. Okay, so now the next thing we would do is this here. Now this is our total cost. Now we have to figure out how much money that we end up making after we sold it. So this is how much it cost us to buy it. So we could list this as, buy it, as buying it. Okay, now this is how much we got by selling it. So before we actually sold it, we got dividends, which is 1,400 times 48 cents because you have 1,400 shares. And then you also had 1,400 times 36 cents per share because the price did change. So, well, your dividends changed. So your dividends were $1,176. Next, the sale, what you actually sold it for. You have 1,400 times $7.95, which will give you $11,130. Now, we have to take that $11,130 because we have to pay commission on that, which would be 0.0075 because it's still at the 0.75%, which would be $83.48, and that is the commission. Now, when we take all of this, now we come to the profit. We would take the amount that we earn, which is the $11,130, plus the $1,176 from the dividends, and then we will subtract the commission, which is $83.48. And then we will also subtract how much we paid when we bought the stock, which is $10,028.66. Now, after we subtract everything, we will end up with the profit at $2,193.86. And this is actually more than double investment one. So now, this investment two is the better buy. Okay, now we move on to problem 12. Now, problem 12, it says a bond with face value $10,000, simple interest 6.45%, and term 12 years is originally bought by Larry. After 33 months, he sells it to Curly for $11,400. Curly then holds on to it for 7 years, eventually selling it to Mo for $14,950. Mo keeps the bond until it matures and cashes it in. A. Which investor made the greatest profit? B. Which got the greatest percent return on his investment? And C. Which got the greatest percent return per year? Okay, first we're going to attack the profit. Okay, so now we have Larry, who got $11,400 because he sold it to Curly for that much, minus the $10,000 he originally paid. So he made $1,400. So Curly, he paid, well, first of all, he received $14,950 from Mo, and he had originally paid $11,400. So he made a profit of $3,500. Now Mo, he received, now his is going to be a little longer because remember, Mo waited until the bond matured, then cashed it in. So we would need to use this formula here. The principal times 1 plus R of T is equal to 10,000 times 1 plus 0.0645 times 12. is equal to $17,740. Now this is how much Mo got when he cashed in the bond. So he has $17,740 minus the $14,950, and he received $2,790. So Curly had the greatest profit. All right, so now we took care of profit, which was A. Now we want to do B. Now B asks us which got the greatest percent return on his investment. So we'll start off with Larry. Larry made $1,400 off a $10,000 investment, which gave him 14%. Curly made a profit of $3,500 off of his $11,400 investment, which gave him 31.1%. And finally, Mo, who made a profit of $2,790, paid $14,950, and he received the percent return of 18.7%. So now, this tells us that Curly had the highest percent return. Okay, so that's B. Now we go here to C. We want to know which got the greatest percent return per year. So we would take their percent, so it'd be 14% divided by 2.75 years. That's how long that Larry, actually I should have wrote Larry's name here. This is how long Larry held on to the bond. So that gave him about 5.09% per year. Okay, Curly, he had 31.1% divided by the 7 years he held on to the bond. He received a 4.44% per year return. And then we have Mo, who had 18.7% for 2.25 years, and his return was 8.31% per year. So Mo has the highest annual percent return. And we're done.